Hello, governor. It is Piere Escargot. Bonjour, comment ça va? Music's by Beats. Music by Beats. Sounds by Coop. And today I am riding solo dolo for the folks, but it's still more official than a ref with a whistle already. I got a few shows coming up, guys. First off, it is going to be Wednesday. I believe that is the 12th. Ain't no telling, but I'll be at the Strand Theater at the Marietta Square. Show starts at 7:30. It is free $99. It doesn't cost you nothing but a little bit of your time. Next up, I have the Laughing Skull Lounge. I will be there July 16th. That is a Monday evening. Show starts at 8 p.m. Tickets go on sale at 7:30 if you want to get them at the door. They are 11 bones, big dog. And I've been doing a whole bunch of writing, folks. I don't have any guests on the show today, but I do have 14 guests coming on within the next, I don't know, whenever. The show is doing really well, if I do say so myself, and I never anticipated that I would have 14 people that would want to come onto the show. I look at it this way: what if I was doing all these videos and nobody wanted to come on the show? I don't think it would hurt, but it wouldn't make me feel as good as I feel now. You feel me? You picking up what I'm putting down. Is it heavy? Alright then. Fuck with me or go on fucking with me. Some of the guests that I have coming up, I'm going to keep it a little secret, but I'll let you know some of them, folks. I have Michael Rowland. If you guys don't know him, he is a comedian. He has been doing this for a few years. Hilarious. I've seen him at the Star Bar, Laughing Skull Lounge, Uptown Comedy Corner, a few other places. I just seen him. He was on tour with Bruce. And also I have Chris J. He's the homie. And he is a musical artist. He's a rapper extraordinaire on the come up. He's got a couple of mixtapes on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes. Check him out. It's Chris J. Chris with a K all day. I have my homie Michael Pena. Also have Luis Quinones. I don't know, nigga, hella Mexican. Not sure if I'm saying his last name right. My homie Adam and his lovely lady Sarah. And then I have my lovely lady Sarah coming on at some point when she conquers her crippling anxiety. I also have Adrian Nicole. AJ Phillips, who is a video game streamer, and he also has a Twitch account. He streams himself playing a lot of video games like World of Warcraft, things of that nature. I love that game, by the way. I'm a blurred if you ain't know. Will Foskey, and he is also a comedian. He was also at Star Bar. He headlined there. He's a resident comedian. Also seen him at, I've seen him everywhere. Relapse Theater, The Strand, Atlantic Comedy Theater. Lots of these competitions. Also, I have Corey Carrington, or the man behind the music right here, Beats by Coop. Look him up on Instagram, Sounds by Coop. I always get that fucked up. DJ Mo Lewis. And also Corey Lewis at some point. He gonna see this video. He'll find out about it. And I'm gonna leave the rest of them up for y'all to just wait for it. So we got a lot of people coming on to the show. It's going to be great, and I'm going to have a good time. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy every damn thing. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, so I've been doing a lot of writing, and it's hard to find out if the stuff that you write is actually funny, because it makes me laugh. I know that much, but a lot of shit that I laugh at isn't funny, or is stuff that you shouldn't laugh at. Like when somebody falls down the stairs, you laugh, and then people are like, bro, that's wrong. Like, I mean, I get it, but it's still funny. I ain't pushed a nigga down the stairs or anything like that. And when it comes to comedy, it's hard to relay how you feel when, I say it's like this. It comes to 3 levels. What I think is funny, and what I think is funny to say. Like, if somebody finds a body laying in the street or something like that, and you're like, oh my God, and you make a joke about it, and someone's like, what the hell is wrong with you? That's wrong. He was like, I don't think it's wrong for me to talk about how someone was killed. I think it's wrong for the person that killed him, but I don't think it's wrong for me to talk about it. Like people breaking up, for example. I make jokes about that all the time. And people are like, bro, that's not funny, man. That's fucked up. I'm like, no, I think it's fucked up that she was cheating on him. I don't think it's fucked up that I made a joke about him thinking it was gonna work out. That's just me personally. But one thing I was working on, I was at work the other day, you know, sing songs to relay how we feel. You know, so somebody asked me, was like, Pierre, did you make a lot of money today? I said, absolutely not. And they were like, oh, so how do you feel? And I was like, you heard that song by Logic? And she was like, which one? And I was like, I don't want to be alive. I just want to die today. I just want to die. That's how my day was pretty much. Songs in real life. She was like, oh my God. And you know, and I was like, but thank God I made this $100. I made like $300 that day, and I had like a crispy blue $100 bill. And I was like, what would I be without you? Only think about you. And then there were a few younger cats in there, and they were like, what the hell is wrong with you? And I was like, what are you talking about? And they was like, what are you, like, trying to sing like the Cookie Monster? And I was like, y'all ain't never heard of Ja Rule? And they were like, who the hell is Ja Rule? And I was like, y'all ain't never heard of Ashanti? And they were like, who's Ashanti? It was at this moment that I realized I'm old as fuck. And I was like, how old are you? And he was like, I'm 17. And I was like, so you trying to tell me that it's been 15 years since niggas heard, what would I be without you? And he was like, yeah, I've never heard of that. And I said, what about 50 Cent? And he said, oh, that nigga from Power? I said, who? He was like, yeah, he's that dude from Power. And like on Instagram, like get the strap. I was like, my nigga, he's a rapper. Like a real life gangster, my nigga. He was shot 9 times. He's like, yeah, he got shot in Power too. I was like, oh my God. I was like, have you heard of DMX? And he was like, who is DMX? I was like, oh my God. It hurt my spirit. I was like, you ain't never heard, y'all gonna make me lose my mind. And he was like, no. I was like, Rough Riders Anthem. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And he was like, no. I was like, I ain't even gonna ask this nigga about what's that? Big Pun. And he was like, who? I said, I don't wanna be a player no more. I don't know what that is. I was like, I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. How could you do this to me? Oh Lord. And I realized at that point I'm like a smooth, dirty 30 years old. And it's been 15 something years since Hail Mary remix that Eminem did with Busta Rhymes and 50 Cent. That was the classic shit of all time. They've never heard rap beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, Tekashi 6ix9ine and, you know, Chief Keef out here gangbanging in these streets, but niggas was getting shot. Like, Ja Rule wasn't coming outside, fam. It was bad for that man. Something else I've been working on, well, I thought this the other day. My fiance was talking about, like, you know, how hard it is being a woman, and of course me being a guy, and I was like, you know, I'm not saying it's tougher being a guy, but it's a whole lot easier being a pretty woman. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna say I wish that I was a woman, but I will say I wish I was treated like one. You know, like, let's say I'm coming home from the grocery store and I got all these heavy bags because, you know, 2 trips are for the week. And then there's some really hot chick with big boobs and she was like, oh my God, let me get those bags for you. Bitch, here. Thank you, Lord. Oh my God, what a world we live in. Or what if I bought myself some new pants? You know what I'm saying? And a new sweater. You know what I'm saying? And I think I look cute. And I go out to a bar by myself, looking fabulous. And I go up to the bar, order myself a drink, sip it real slowly, look around and just smile at every woman in there, you know, give them a little wave. Hey, boo, how you doing? You know, and then they walk over, hey, see you sitting by yourself, man. Can I get you a drink? You can get me 2. And then I'll put my arm around her, like blow a kiss on her or something like that. I would have every single woman paying for my things. You know? That's a wonderful world. Worst case scenario, a girl drugs me. You know, she gives me the chill pill Cosby routine. You know, I'm sitting there minding my business. I go to the bathroom. I come back. She put a couple of roofies in my drink. She may or may not have even told me. I don't care. I drank it. She takes me to her place after paying the tab. I wake up. She's blowing me. She may have put her finger in my butt. That may have not. That wasn't cool. I'd just be driving home like, oh my God. I had such a great night. I got free drugs. Got like 10 shots. blowjob? She shouldn't have put her finger in my ass. I was wrong. I wasn't okay with that. Or, you know, if I get pulled over by a police officer, I just start crying, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how fast you're going? Why does the car smell like weed? I don't know, but I have this cock. And I just pulled my dick out, and he was like, wow, you know, what ticket? Enjoy your night. What a world we live in. And, you know, she was like, it's not always just, you know, us crying and, like, showing our boobs and stuff and getting what we want. And I was like, if I had a vagina, that's exactly what it would be. You gotta play the cards you're dealt. And I know how to play an ace because I never had one. Shit. Fuck you mean? That's like you give me a whole handful of spades. I'm cutting everybody. I don't care if you my partner. I'm cutting I ain't got no choice. Shit. Like I said that in one of my stand-up. I don't think I've said this in the stand-up. But I was like, you know, I don't want a vagina. But if I had one, I would be giving it to everybody. Everybody getting some coochie. And I would be using my coochie to just further my life. They're like, you know, you want this job, it's gonna cost you some coochie. Well, how much you want? Because if I lived in a world where a woman's like, I would give you this job, but you gotta give me a nut. I'm like, just one? Where do I sign up? Is there a wait? I would be the easiest hoe in the history of hoedom. I would have a hotation like none other, a rotation of hoes just coming through. It would be a plethora of hoes. I would have a brothel of hoes. I would be the holiest hoe in the hoedom of holiness. And I don't think, I call it charitable with the coochie. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what it's like not to have any. It's been a long time. Somebody be like, you know, I had a bad day today. I'm like, oh, you want some coochie? You're like, what? Yeah, you want some coochie? Yes. I tell you, if anybody had a bad day and they got some coochie and their day was still bad, maybe it was bad coochie. I don't know. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, I wrote this too. Sometimes you know things or somebody tells you about something that they know and you should question how they know this stuff. Like, this chick, not gonna say I know her, but I know a guy that knew or knows her. And he was like, bruh, so this chick I was fucking with was like, you know, if you eat like mangoes a day, your nut would taste like mangoes. I was like, first of all, who told you this? And he was like, the chick I'm fucking with. And I was like, okay, that's not good. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, how does she know that your nut will taste like mangoes if you eat 3 mangoes? And he was like, that's because she sucked the guy's dick who eats 3 mangoes a day every day? I'm like, that's a lot of nut to swallow, dog. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, how does she know? Like, will she know if you eat 2 mangoes and a handful of grapes? Will she know if you ate like 2 pineapples and a mango? She'll be like, nope, you lied to me. I don't know how that works. And he was like, man, why you fuck that shit up for me, man? As he's eating a mango. I'm like, man, you better hurry up. You got 2 left. I'm like, does she spaz on you when it doesn't taste like mangoes? That's like, oh, hell no. The betrayal. I also said the voice in my head is black except when I'm at work. And pretty much right now. But I don't know, the voice in my head is kind of mixed between Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction and the Hispanic nigga that played Martin Luther King in Selma. It's a cross between them two. I don't know. It's somewhere in between, but you know, that movie Sorry to Bother You is coming out and I'm definitely going to see it. Because my mom Dukes was the innovator of the Switch is what I would call it. She used to work at Bell South. It was this phone company. And I would call, you know, I was in probably elementary or middle school. I call up there and the phone rings. She's like, hello, thank you for calling Bell South. This is Tasha. I'm like, hey mom, boy, what the fuck you want? I'm like, how do you do that? That's amazing. Never understood it until I had a job interview. And I saw somebody with dreads go in there and they was like, so what are your qualifications? Shit, goddamn nigga, available like a motherfucking nigga. Y'all niggas hiring, I'm in there. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty solid. I'm in there too. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't hire him, and they didn't. So I went there and said, why should we hire you? And I was like, well, goddamn, I'm in there like swimwear. And yeah, I'm available. And I got the job. And I was like, oh shit. Maybe the voice in my head ain't trying to kill me. I hear a lot of voices. You know, I don't think it's a problem hearing voices in your head as long as they ain't telling you to kill people. The voices in my head just tell me jokes. I hate then. Oh, I said everybody has also wiped their booties before and got a little dookie on their finger because the toilet paper got stuck in the hair. And after you get dookie on your finger, you don't just carry around like everything's fine. You gotta throw the whole hand away. It's no good to you anymore. Ain't enough soap in the world to clean dookie off because then you got dookie on the soap. What you gonna do with the soap? Keep it? It's forever unclean. That's like if you drop a bar of soap and some throw up. It's dirty. Whole soap gotta go now. Oh yeah, and there's some things that you do that you can never come back from. Like sucking a dick. You can't be a man. Like, I know there are men that are bisexual. I get it. But you can't just be like, yeah, I love pussy, nigga, you know what I'm saying? And then like a couple of weeks go by, you have one too many drinks and you're like, yeah, I sucked your dick the other night. And we're like, whoa, are you gay? No, I ain't gay. I just sucked a dick. That don't make me gay. Kinda does. I don't know about you, but I am like violently afraid of penis. Like if I'm ever in a situation, like even if I'm about to fight a dude, he can call my mama a hoe, and I'm getting ready to hit this nigga and he pull his dick out, I'm running. Like there is no talking to this man anymore. There's no fighting. Like what if it touches your elbow? Like even if he was like trying to hit me, even if he was hitting me, I'd just be like, nah, bro. Hell no, niggas is whacked with that shit. I ain't gonna flex though, but dude was about to beat my ass and like I just pulled my dick out too, like, what you wanna do now, nigga? Now what? The tables have turned, darkness. What else do we have here? Oh yes, and then my favorite thing in the entire world to talk about, eating booty. Oh, Lord have mercy. Because niggas don't have soap, or they don't have sense, okay? So, I remember the first time I heard about eating booty and how it was an amazing thing to do. But my homie, who will remain nameless, came back from where was he? I don't know. He was on some freaky, like Thailand or some shit. I don't know. And he was like, hey, bro. And I was like, what up? And he was like, you still with your girl, Sarah? And I was like, yeah. So how long y'all been together, bruh? Well, we've been together probably I think it was about 4 or 5 years at this point. And he was like, oh, that's what's up. So y'all like getting serious. And I was like, yeah, we getting ready to move in together. And he was like, oh, word. You let her eat your booty yet? I said, huh? And he said, you let her eat your booty yet? I said, what do you mean? He said, have you let her tongue punch your fart box? I said, why would I do that? He said, because you love her. I was like, no, there's no reason for her to do that. He said, let me tell you something, bruh. You ain't no grown man till you let a bitch eat your booty. You ain't no man. I said, I'm a grown man. I said, I've had a threesome with 2 chicks twice. And he said, ain't none of them lick your booty not once? I said, no. Getting that slop top from the chick the other day, bro. Like, you know that. Like, that's. I was like, uh-huh. And he was like, so, it take me about a good 10 minutes of that to get my nut off, right? And I was like, I guess. He goes, listen, right here. Listen to me. I said, okay. He was like, bruh, she was hitting me with that guac, for about a good 3 minutes. And I was like, okay. He said, then she was like, put your dick between your legs. I said, huh? He said, she lifted my legs up and poked my dick through the back. And I was like, oh shit, maybe I'm about to get my dick sucked from the back. You know, from the bite. You know, thumb. And I was like, okay, let's go. And she started going, and then she hit me with it. I said, what you mean? She said, Wham. He was like, boy, I clenched. And I said, whoo! I made a noise, and she was like, what? And I clenched, and I caught her tongue in between my boot cheeks. He's like, you know when, I don't know, man, something like when you about to shit yourself, you do that, that clench. I hit one of those, and she was like, relax. I was like, what you doing? And, bruh, I skeeted on myself. I was like, what? He was like, I've never been happier, bruh. And I was like, no. He was like, bruh, when I tell you it scared me how good it felt, I didn't know if it was gay or not. But I knew it wasn't gay because they don't work that way. I was with a lady. You know, I was like, I'm still not doing it. He was like, don't be a bitch your whole life, P. You can be better than this. I said, nope. And then I remember that shook me so deeply that he was so passionate about it. I didn't believe he was really serious, but he was. Another homie, older cat, he was like in his 40s. I told him about the same story, and he was like, let me tell you something, bruh. You ain't no man until you let a girl eat your ass. And I was like, why is everyone doing this? Like, there's not enough soap in the world to clean a butthole. Like, they like, if you get it bleached, it's clean. Okay, if that's the case, you get it bleached, you get it clean, right? Let's say you eat some grapes. The second you fart, it's dirty again. You be farting and not even knowing. Just because it's gonna go brrr don't mean you ain't farting. It's constantly coming out. And if you say your booty hole's clean, I bet you won't scratch it 20 minutes after you get it bleached and lick it. But you gonna lick a booty hole? Okay. But anyway, my homie was like, listen, bro. My dad had a hotel shop, right? This lady came by, she ain't had no money to stay in the room. And I was like, well, we can't let you stay here. And she was like, please, I need somewhere to stay. And he was like, well, what you trying to do for a room, baby? And she was like, well, what do you want me to do? And he was like, listen, meet me upstairs. He's like, I gave her a key, went up there like 30 minutes later, the door was unlocked, and she was like, just lay down. He was like, so I laid down. He said, you know, I pulled my thunk out, and she was like, turn around. I said, huh? She said, turn around. He said, so I turned around. She grabbed it from underneath from the back, pulled it out, and started going like this. I was like, oh. He said, and then she just held it. He said, and pulled it, and my head, neck went down forward like this. My butt was up there. He said, she started pulling down and just said, he said, boy, I almost mule kicked her in the chin. He said, I was like, ooh. He said, but she held me down like this on my calves and was like, he said, and I just said, stop, stop. And she was like, what's wrong? He said, she was a Hispanic lady. He said, and I just laid on my back and I was like, I pulled my legs up and I said, go ahead. And I just started rocking back and forth. And he was like, so she set the standard for what it should be. I said, I can't never do it, bro. Like, I don't want no funky flavored flakes on my tongue if I'm eating booty. Like, a booty flake is all that is. Like, the worst case scenario could actually happen to you. You could be going down on a chick, you guys are drunk, had a couple of drinks, you forgot that she had some Death Valley wings at the bar. You go back to the house, you start licking the booty, and your tongue start getting a little hot. And you're like, what's that? You know what it is? A booty flake. That's the stain that ain't never gonna come off. If you eat booty, bro, I'm serious. You can't smoke my blunts after me. You can't drink after me. You gotta have your own cup whenever you come over. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you talking to me, you gotta look that way. That way. Yeah, I mean, I still respect you as a human being. You just can't act like you're normal like the rest of us, though. I don't know, something else. That's pretty much all I got here, though. I could talk about different things all damn day. But I don't think niggas should eat booty, though. I think it's wrong. And I think the first person who ever ate booty was running out of options. Like, his dick was little. He couldn't eat pussy to save his life. Like, my nigga would choke eating fruit roll-ups and they dissolve in your mouth. Jesus Christ, he fucked it up for everybody. Then niggas thought it was cool to do. Niggas talking about you don't eat ass. Hell no. You nasty, boy. What else do we have here? Oh, porn. Ha ha! God, I don't love porn, but I watch it every day. You know, I'm not proud of it, but I'm not ashamed of it either. You know, I wrote this the other day. I was like, you know, we've all seen porn. We all know the punny names they have, you know, and the rhyme schemes. Like, we've all seen interracial facials. Okay, and if you've never typed in interracial facials, you've seen somebody, like a white dude, come on a black chick's face and be like, ah, now we're the same color. You know. Deep down should be, dear Lord. She could suck the sand out of a saint. God, dude. Like, I mean, like, nose to belly button. Like, the bitch would do magic tricks. Like, she like, here's your dick. And then she just like, oh, and you'd be like, oh my God, where'd it go? There it is. You know, she just, wouldn't even make, you know, that shit's crazy. Shit. Head like that make you change your life. You start going to church on Sunday and shit. You start begging for forgiveness. You say your prayers at night. Dear Lord, don't let this bitch find another nigga better than me. Because I had to kill this nigga and go to jail. But yeah, I said this is something, if you've ever seen porn, something that we all do and something we've all seen. Cameramen with very, very odd habits. Like, you can be enjoying the porn, seeing both of them doing their thing, and then you just see the cameraman fucking lose it and just slide upside down and just zoom in on the guy's butthole and his nutsack. All you see is that, and then you're like, oh God, and you skip forward like 45 seconds, and then he just went to the other side of his butthole and just start filming that one. And you're like, well, this is awkward. You know, they have awards and shit like that for cameramen that do porn. Somebody also told me, you know, a risk you take being a cameraman in porn is getting came on. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get a real good close-up and then it just goes left. Nah, nigga, y'all gotta fight me after that. It ain't even I quit or you owe me a check. You gotta catch this fade now. Boy, I'm beating your whole ass. Well, that's all the time I think we have here for the show with Piere Cargo. I hope you all enjoyed it. If not, I did. Same thing you say when you're having sex and she didn't have an orgasm, you know? Like you had a bad night in comedy. You're just like, alright, well that's my time.